Oh yeah. Oh, there were birds chirping the whole time. Whatever, it's fine. It's all good. Let's. We're gonna. I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing. We're gonna speed run this a little bit. I'm almost at Hawk's Hollow. What the hell am I doing? There's no fucking spells. There's nothing to do. All right, let's finish the chapter. Gonna get ambushed. Look, I feel like I'm back on an acceptable path because I'm only seeing one enemy at a time. Whereas I think before, when I was seeing 3 at a time, it's because I was in like a higher level area than maybe I was supposed to be in. Yeah, nobody knows what I'm doing. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just doing this for myself now. I'm sad that like it is harder, not harder. It's a long game, right? Even if you don't play it in a way that extends its length. It's a long game, and I am just understanding the first chapter as being meant to be an introductory chapter, which is smart, right? Like, that's not unusual. That's how we see that in like all of the games that I play. There's no way that I'm gonna get down to Krondor, and then even if I do, that's a whole long sequence. So what the fuck am I gonna do? All right, I'm gonna find. No, I guess we didn't meet Isaac. Did we not meet Isaac? All right, so I'm not gonna beat the first chapter. I'm never gonna find new spells or be able to make the combat particularly more interesting. There's nothing I can fucking do with this game. All right, let's see if I can complete some of the side quests that I was given around Hawk's Hollow. Avoid the road from Egley to Tanner's. There's a festival being held. Which of course I would, you know, that just makes me want to do it, but I think that'd be harder. Did you by any chance purchase a ruby from Kiefer Alescook in L'Oreal? He told us he sold it to someone named Isaac, and the description he gave sounded like you. Why do you want to buy it from me? It's not like it's the only ruby in the world. The ruby he sold you was stolen from a Serani magician who was passing through Lamut. You guys remember that? Back in Lamut, dude said, like, have you seen a stolen ruby? I need the stone so I can pay off a sword crafter to get my blade repaired. Can't you pay him with gold? He specifically barters in gems and rubies. What if we can repair the sword for you? Oh, look. Oh, look. Look, it pays off that I'm fucking good at swordcraft. You appear to know what you're doing. Pass the skill check. I think it's not that hard. But I did fucking do it. There's a shop in High Castle called the Battle Works. It's a long way to go, but their work is impressive. You know, just learning about this world and the things that I can do in it. I got this ruby. Look, that's the quality. They go up to 100. Gems and more expensive gems or higher quality gems are worth more money. This is an extremely low quality gem that is going to be worth nothing to anybody unless I take it back to Lamut, right? So this is like a really smart. I'm not going to just take this and sell it at a shop. Probably not even going to do it accidentally because it's worth so little. I'm going to be sort of surprised by the quality or the price and remember that, oh no, this is a special thing. But I'm not likely to sell it somewhere. I'm more likely to take it back to Lamut where I'm probably going to get a reward for it and also complete the side quest. There was I saw a hole go by, but I'm beast mode on this game. We are gonna at least do this one thing. We're also just gonna keep fighting enemies without saving or healing. That's our mantra. Never save, never heal. I actually think I am saving after combat pretty regularly, but then I'm doing other stuff after combat, and so don't die, please, guys. I know I'm not taking good care of you, but I find this so sad that I don't have any interesting spells to show off. Well, that was a misclick. Good job. Guys, chat is testing the limits of the moderation system, as of course you are. Of course you are. What else would you possibly do? Die. Come on, everybody die. Just die. Keep dying. Let's get through this. Good. Good job. Good job, everybody. Good job, everybody. Look, my abilities increased. It's an RPG. I am wearing the wrong shirt, Thanarod. I'm wearing the wrong shirt. It's because I wore my lucky shirt during my talk. Ugh. So it is not clean. I had to wear this shirt instead. Apologies. Well, okay, I just want this sword. Can I just have this sword? Can I give away a sword so that I can have this sword because it's worth so much more? Oh, only Owen is dying. Okay. We're gonna burn through this. We're just gonna go. Go, 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 go. Ignore all of these side trails. Just pray that there's no enemies. That's a temple. Oh, let's look in the temple real quick, guys. Sorry, temples are another mechanic. Temple of Killian. Every temple has sort of a little narrative element where you pull the curtains aside and people talk to you. Cloistered immediately off the open area were several arches. Nearby a gong sounded. Immediately a priest hurried out. I can either talk to him, I can ask to be cured, which is what I have to do if I catch the plague. I can ask to bless my weapons, which gives them like a little buff, and is probably more expensive than I can bear right now, especially because my weapons aren't especially good. There were no flagstones or ship tiles underneath. Blah, blah. I'm the High Priestess. Killian welcomes you. I advise you in the future to keep an eye out on the food you eat. You shouldn't simply gulp down, right? Because there's poisoned and spoiled foods. I can look in here. The fire is cold. Isn't that terrifying? Okay, and I can teleport. But it's so every temple has one of these teleport walls and allows you to teleport to any other temple that you've already been to. So it's a little like fast move. It's a quick movement system that's based around these temples. Look at how the game is just sort of introducing me to all of these basic concepts that I will eventually use in more complex ways. I mean, you can't look at that because you don't know the more complex ways I'm going to use them, except insofar as I explain them to you, which it is clear nobody understands or can follow. But that's fine. It's all fine. Look, we're just gonna kill this guy. We're just gonna all help out. Owen's gonna do his 4 points of damage every once in a while. Hey, look, isn't that great? I gotta say, I'm impressed, coming back to this and playing it and seeing that the game design, the experience design that I knew I was subverting in my youth is actually like much neater, is more elegant, is more thoughtful, is better put together than I realized it was when I subverted it. I mean, I really think that this game holds up in a lot of its basic systems. And obviously, in the graphics, it doesn't. In the general pacing, it shows its age pretty severely. Like, it shows its time more than anything. Look, these rations are poisoned. I'm glad that I checked before eating them. Thank you, Captain Amber. But I think, and I mean, obviously the navigation, the interaction with the world is all extreme. It's very, very clunky because of the technological limitations that the game was made under. But a lot of the basic way that it works, I mean, wouldn't hold up against Skyrim. Here's the thing. The world is a lot emptier. Skyrim does a great job. Oh, this is a magic shop with jack shit for me. Skyrim is vast and well populated. This world feels vast, but is not as big as Skyrim. And it is much more sparsely populated. Although it has a really nice balance to its population. I would argue... I want to argue that this game is better written. And I think it's true. Because it is... because it takes on the aesthetic of a book, of a fictional book, and divides itself up explicitly into chapters according to that aesthetic, and that allows it to do some really interesting things with how it expresses the narrative, especially with like how it introduces you to characters and gives you control over them, how it changes things in the world and opens things up and closes them down. I mean, not that any of these aren't things that Final Fantasy does, or certainly can do, or that another RPG can do. Um, no, maybe not. Maybe it's not really better written. It is well written. It is, and the writing I think stands up, although it is in a form that is outdated. It still is quality. Yeah, it's just it's an open world game before open world games were a thing. Sorry, Eve. You guys are great. You're fantastic. I I I'm trying to justify, not to you but to myself, the value of this game in a modern context. And the answer may be that it just doesn't have one. It only has value in historical context, and that's fine. That's totally fine. I'm obviously nostalgic for it. I still enjoy playing it. I think that it has really, really solid design, especially around the interlocking and nested reward loops for all kinds of different things. Like there's the combat that we've played has not been particularly interesting, but the combat gets more interesting. The inventory management, the party management, the skill management, the economy management, all of that stuff is really super interesting, and that's the stuff that I care more about in a game anyway. So of course that's going to appeal to me, and the fact that that is all a series of tightly nested loops that give you rewards and incentives for constantly improving your characters. Not fundamentally different than any RPG, but I guess that's my point, is that the game, it's not fundamentally different than any other RPG. It is well designed. It is well crafted. It is well put together. In its historical context, I think it is excellent. As a history lesson, I think that it is interesting and valuable. As a design artifact, it's not. I just don't know that there's any part of it that is more than, well put together. And there are parts of it that are distracting and certainly difficult to stream. Okay, so I'm gonna chat with you guys a little bit. I'm just gonna scan through. Let's save, and then play some light music. Wait, how do I adjust the music? There, lighter, please. Thank you. Let's just talk for a minute, and then we'll do a Q&A. Yeah, so Thanarod is saying exactly the kind of things that I'm saying, that it's a well-designed game. It's well put together. The design, the interactions, less the interactions, more the systems, right? The sequence, the collection of systems at the heart of this game are well designed and can be used as an example. I don't know that they are a better example than than you can find elsewhere in a game that is more up to date. I think that, yeah, you know, it is a super impressive game considering the level of technology that was available at the time that it was created. How comparable is the effort? Like, I'm just falling into like Q&A. How comparable is the effort required for a game like this in comparison to modern games? Is it fair to say there are fewer limitations because technology has changed? Yeah, Q&A that. Let's go to Q&A. No, let's go to Q&A. We're going to stop playing this game. Next week, play-by-play. Gonna play something else. I don't know. I got a couple of possibilities in mind. Either we're gonna return to roots and we're gonna play like a small, tight, well put together, carefully designed, narrative experiential indie game. I don't really have one picked out. Or I'll play something that I've never played before that you guys are super familiar with. There's plenty of those. And make a fool of myself. That also sounds kind of like fun. Or I'll play Andromeda because I just don't want to stop playing Andromeda. Oh no, that's not next week. That's 2 weeks. Oh yeah, next week's fine. All right, let's take. I'm just gonna switch over. Give me a second.